Congratulations on the new album. It's fantastic. When Simon sent it over, I was just blown away about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's such a beautifully written album. So I thought it'd be a great way to kick off a little bit about the new stuff, the new music. What was the idea behind the new album?
Um, I usually don't have any like big idea before I start writing an album. Um, but my mission was to write the lyrics by myself, and yeah, I wanted it to feel like kind of raw and like a band was playing, not too produced yeah. So I just spent a few days on each song in the studio, or even just one day sometimes with. Yeah, didn't do much like work afterwards to fix anything or try to make anything like perfect. Um, yeah, and yeah, I started writing it like 2.5 years ago, and yeah, I didn't really have any plan for a specific theme or anything. I just kind of went with it. I probably wrote like 30 songs and then got it down to 10, and yeah, maybe, and then the album kind of revealed afterwards what it kind of was about, and yeah, and now it's out.
Sorry. The Audio Avenue, the new magazine that we're interviewing you for, is it's kind of a publication that's not too focused on like puff pieces and stuff. We kind of want to get into um how we would say like the nitty gritty, and kind of like behind the scenes, and um how you feel about the industry, and your point of view on things, and giving people a really good insight into what goes on behind the music, not just what the public see. So, in terms of when you wrote the album, what was your first things that you had to do? Are you surrounded by a team that you have to listen to? Is there other voices that decide what to do?
No, not really. I've been at indie label in London for since I started. It's called One Little Independent, and yeah, they've released all my albums since the beginning, and they don't get involved with telling me like what their opinions or on how something should be, or um, not if but if I ask for their opinion, they will tell me. But yeah, they're not trying to shape in any way like what I'm creating. But I guess the main collaborator I've worked with through the years is a producer. His name is Kiddi, or Guðm Kristinn, and he has a studio in the capital region, and yeah, we've recorded every album together, and yeah, sometimes he would I write everything by myself, but then when I take it to the studio, then we would discuss it, and maybe make some changes or just talk things through. Yeah.
That's great. So you've got the tour coming up. So obviously you've done this fantastic body of work. Now you're gonna go and play it live. I know you got the UK section of the tour coming up in April. What are you most looking forward to taking these songs on the road?
Um, yeah, I'm just looking forward to performing these songs live. It's the first album that is very personal, and I feel that kind of every time I'm singing these songs, it kind of feels different from uh, the past albums I've released. I have a new band, um, and we're just rehearsing like these days, and it's going really well. I'm changing things up quite a bit, not gonna be using a computer with like backing tracks or click track or whatever, we're just gonna be playing. And yeah, so it's gonna be much more kind of freedom than I was used to usually when I was touring. So yeah, just a lot of things to be excited about.
Going back to the tours that you've done previously, are there any standout moments over the years, over your career? Places you've been or things you've done?
Yeah, definitely. Like always the first thing that comes to mind is playing the Sydney Opera House. Did two shows there back in 2014 or 15. I've done many shows here at Harpa, which is the home of the symphony orchestra here in Reykjavik. It's a beautiful venue. Um, I've probably been like 7 times to Japan to play festivals and shows. Fuji Rock, I played there a few times. Um, yeah, many things that come to mind, but yeah, it's just such a privilege.
Definitely, yeah. Your earlier work, it was kind of this like folk, I suppose like intimacy about it, and then you've kind of put in this like sonic kind of landscapes into the newer music. Was that something intentional, or was it just the stage you were at in your career that you wanted to create this more, I suppose, like open space around these songs?
Yeah, I think, yeah, nothing really too intentional, more like I said before, I rarely do things intentionally. It's just like accidents along the way, really. But maybe in a way for this new album, I was thinking about it. I wanted it to sound a little bit more like just a band playing, and I wanted to get away from trying to create some perfection or but yeah, usually I'm not thinking too much about anything. It's just like a feeling that kind of drives me forward, and then the next thing happened, and then yeah.
So the new album, Julia, there's probably going to be a hard question, but is there a favorite song off the album?
Yeah, I think for me, the song Universe Beyond is probably my favorite. I think it's the song that I listened to the most while we were making the album. Um, yeah, it still really kind of moves me, and I'm really proud of it. Yeah.
So you've got the UK leg, you've got the European leg, US, Canada. Any particular cities you're looking forward to go into?
Um, yeah, I don't know all the cities I'm going to actually, to be honest, but I know I'm going to London, and I'm playing a venue I haven't played before, so that's going to be exciting. I've played so many times in London, and this one's I've never played there. I'm pretty sure. I love going to the Nordic countries. I have a good audience there. Um, I'm just excited about it all. I don't know how to answer it differently.
Yeah. There's something about touring as well. Like how do you keep on top of your like your physical and your mental health then when you go into all these countries? Because I suppose it's something that's not necessarily, spoken about too much. It's more about the music, but as musicians, we kind of got to take care of ourselves as well when we're on tour.
definitely. Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, especially with like when you're starting out really young and you get some success at a really young age. It's quite strange and a weird kind of world to navigate when you're in your early 20s and you're touring the world and all so many people kind of depend on you for just keep going and you feel like all this pressure of like you can't stop. um yeah, for me I just feel like I just had to learn it through the years, you know, just kind of learn my own where my own limits are and when I have to say no to certain things and um but yeah, also with my mental health and yeah, just kind of being more aware of it, I think. um yeah, because when you stop being aware of it, it's easy to kind of it just goes off the road very quickly. um but yeah, I'm definitely more aware of like my voice as well, just kind of taking care of that, like my instrument, so I'm able to tour and yeah, I'm just more and my mental health. I don't know what I exactly do. I try to stay healthy. You know, I try to. I find it good to exercise and um, yeah, drink a lot of water while I'm on tour. Taking some vitamin supplements just for my health, you know, which is very important. Sometimes I've gotten very sick while I'm touring, and that's terrible. Um, but yeah, I've just had to learn it like through the years. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for speaking to me. I'm hoping to make Bristol gig on the
Oh, great.
20th of April. So just the last thing, is there anything that audience can expect? Is there any surprises?
Um, I should think about that, like having a surprise. I think I'm just gonna be playing a lot of some songs that people know, like from my past albums, but I'm gonna be performing most of the songs from my new album. And yeah, I don't know if there's is any like surprise really. Just I'm really excited about it. I have a new band, so it's gonna be a different setup than I've had ever before, and I think it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. All the best on the tour and all the best for the album. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thanks.